ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Los Angeles Chargers versus Jalen Hurts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And, partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 18 carries, 92 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys through this one.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Allen's throw is complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So what do you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action. action and take your shot at the end zone.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. This is Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to... sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says let's go for... Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. He finds an opening past the 40.
First play.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Matt Breida, 74 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I hate how they do that.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they be making that shit kind of ugly.
Yes.
You know what? That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go look at that. Did you download?
I need to. I'm glad you said something.
You full of shit.
I ain't been home. I went out.
It's gonna take an hour to download.
I went out with Middle Perry last night.
That's what I'm saying. You should have pushed that hell yesterday before you left.
No shit, Chanel was on the TV when I left, so I ain't even fuck with it.
Okay, look, and also, I think you can do that shit from the phone too, and send it to the. So your shit is on. I think that shit will still kind of work if you can do it from the. I think you can. I think you can.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
If y'all yank that controller, Maverick, I'm gonna beat your ass.
At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chase Young in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Show these boys. It's the last
some
season.
Hot water now after that sack. It's
I just
2nd
tied
and
again.
21. On play action, Allen looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30.
This nigga snagged on my nigga, but he way taller than you, though, boy.
All the way down to the 22-yard line.
I ain't like that shit.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
That was
and
a good
because
catch.
of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off.
Damn, linebacker, you didn't get no drops.
Somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Knockdown.
So
I don't even know they're not
catch our
gambling.
breath. Here's
Honestly.
1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Mac
They didn't
Jones.
get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and
Or
run and
Najee
try and keep
Harris
the
probably
defense
one of
honest.
your
To me, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
What you doing for the games today? Then
Gonna throw right side in.
I ain't got nothing planned.
And he is going to have
you know
the
you can buy
Chargers
beer and
first down
shit
by about
before
a yard as they
noon.
find a way to
Yeah.
convert there.
And I
on
can get a
3rd down and
DoorDash to the
5.
crib.
Well, they've had a great
I
impression.
ain't even got to go to
going
the
here, and
stove.
that pickup ensures the drive
It's lit.
continues.
And not only do you continue the drive,
They said, we don't want
which
you
is
gentlemen going
demoralizing for the
anywhere.
guys on the defense side of the ball
Just sit
right
in your
now.
nice company
But you
home.
make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines.
Yeah.
While this one continues downfield.
that fucking other league is hard. That the Get Wild league is crazy.
Man, I just hope I made the playoffs, man.
I tied again in that hoe.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10.
They playing Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh is annoying. I'm finna go trade. I'm finna trade Saquon and get some of their players for the playoff run.
I'm gonna get that Madden. I'm actually get the Madden game probably next week. I'm really not in a rush to get that
Laid
hoe.
that nigga
This
bitch
offense
ass
was
out.
on the move. Now
good
2
game.
straight incompletions have them
Laid
looking
his
at
ass
3rd
out.
and 10. Allen to throw once more. That is caught at the
Good
7-yard
defense,
line.
man.
And down inside
I know
the
how
10
I'm a
here
draft,
before
though,
he's out
for
of
sure.
bounds right around the 7.
I'm gonna just get
And
my.
there's
I'm
a
gonna get
completion
my
to the tight end. And look at
quarterback,
the size of
my
these
running
players
back.
nowadays. At that spot,
Then I'ma
6'4",
focus on
6'5" and
defense.
up. A lot of guys
maybe
used to be
get a
basketball
steal
players,
of
somehow came
really
back to
just
football.
one
That's
fast
really
receiver.
good
If
for
I
the
can
game
just
of
grab
football.
one,
You get
I can make the other niggas
athleticism,
better.
Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their
That's my
bodies when they
game
run
plan.
their routes.
Just a fire-ass slot receiver. And a good catching tight end. Like, but he got to be able to block
Problems in the
too.
field goal department
Shit.
so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in
The
this
rest I'm
game,
focused
isn't he?
on secondary.
Ah, man.
Secondary
If they
and
need him
D-line.
late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll wind up getting a
Laid his ass
couple
out to
extra
play
yards
before,
here
nigga.
for his
Return
trouble
the
to
favor
bring
on the
it
next
out of the
play,
end zone
160.
as he's down at the 27.
You didn't drop your screen.
So time to see Jacksonville again
Oh,
on
shit,
offense
my
for the
bad.
second time here in this game. And they
Bro,
hit the
get
home
yours
run last drive.
non-suppressed
One play
anal
on the
glands
ground
off of
all
me,
the way
bro.
to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually
in there.
thinking about a
Okay.
passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number?
Ooh,
Let's
good
say
blocking.
200 plus?
There he goes. left side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That's how you hit the hole.
Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this
That's how
first
you
half.
slow
And
play
the
that bitch and wait
Jaguars
for
are
that
able
hold
to
on.
strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And he'll bang that one through. So 2 plays on that scoring drive.
Hey, boy,
That's
that
how they
Kyler
drew
Murray
it up.
was hell in
And a long run
that
into
Yes,
the
Get Wild
red
sir.
league,
zone, and
though.
what a run it was.
That boy was taking licks. That boy was. He was probably the only quarterback I've actually played that will actually take off with that hoe as a computer.
Who?
Kyler Murray.
After
Oh,
the
shit.
touchdown,
You ain't
get wild.
fucking with Lamar Jackson?
I haven't know because somebody always got him. I don't know who got him in Get Wild. I don't know who got him in this.
I think the Bills got him in Get Wild. So yeah, you don't play them.
Yeah,
I play them twice a year. He's annoying. Mahomes will shake. Kyler Murray is a fucking turnover, bro. He really is, bro. Every time he get hit, bro.
Shit, that nigga didn't
He's
let
a
that
tiny man.
So the higher he can take that number and
Shit, but we don't. Yeah, well, shit, he don't be getting hit, I guess. But like, it's just a regular sack.
You saw that video I dropped in there where that nigga was supposed to be murked.
He slid though.
Bro, he slid right when I got he's supposed to be dead.
In real life, he's dead. The animation, his animation started before yours did. If yours would have started first, it would have sucked him into yours.
That was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play.
Like, it was like he wanted him.
Unable to come down with it.
I'm down 14-0 already. Oh, that's really rough.
Kick, nigga. Gotta still though.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
On first down, here's Breida. Open space inside the 10. And he takes it in.
These niggas ain't got no run defense.
Jacksonville. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down.
Damn, boy,
do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go.
Did I send it or no?
No, I went to my YouTube and went to my subscriptions.
Yeah.
So I said I needed my laptop so I could watch it on a bigger screen.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Good block.
Yeah, it was, right.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Most of them
that Travis Kelce play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a quick pickup block, and I tried to switch the ball and slip on that nigga too. It slipped the tackle, but I didn't touch him. He turned around and immediately touched that man. That's really good.
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up.
I'm just running a suggested play. I'm running with whoever in this league. I'm running with whoever playbook I'm playing against.
You know, Secretary lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down.
Oh, it's just Jefferson. I thought it was Devin.
Win first down, so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this.
Why y'all in the same spot?
3rd and 4.
Oh, because I accidentally switched his route.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe
I finally hit the new spot up the first time I was in there.
It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out,
we hit
and finish it
the
off.
new spot.
Yeah.
First time I was in that.
How is it? I haven't been yet.
I mean, that was straight. I mean, it's literally right down the street from the old.
Yeah. But they just gonna run 2 locations. They gonna run like a gentrified location, basically, is what I'm thinking.
So tough to defend because
I mean, it's
also
definitely,
and make himself available
if you
to
look
the
at it
niggas
compared to,
I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders
you can tell it's a different crowd for sure.
Right.
Like it's like it's a bougier crowd.
It's the bougie. Yeah, that's what I said. It's the gentrified spot. So like,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. This is Breida. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Girl, what is you watching?
Missing. Fuck.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. Calling a game 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
There we go. There we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Pick up.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for the Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback.
Damn, he's supposed to catch that.
I thought he caught it.
He pressed the X.
Yep, it is Travis Kelce. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's good.
I thought he was snagged that hoe. Yeah, I normally make triangle. I make him do a slant route instead of that drag route. I normally make him do a slant, so he'll climb higher in the route.
Okay, at least what you call it, catches that ball though.
To risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out.
I'd almost rather than catch that ball than catch that diving one. You know what I'm saying? Because this one is more likely to happen.
Seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing
If I can throw it, I'm kind of throwing him into a bad spot, really.
Because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So
one of them,
some type of misdirection.
Now that one corner route when you threw, he could have caught it and instantly hit the ground.
They're so deep, they're really not going to be able to
do a nice little window.
Get to the locker room.
Oh,
and the Jags get to him as down he goes. And And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
That boy said he don't want no more in the first half, coach. No more, coach.
And with time running short,
that's
here,
Bush League.
Take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it.
Try to run that nigga over with no steam, Cam.
And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Odell Beckham.
And just like that,
I got you, bitch. Never mind.
Nigga just stood there and just...
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
I should have tried to step on him.
A couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get it down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And these guys locked into that number 1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16-0?
And it all comes back to philosophy of the organization, philosophy of the head coach.
Well, I took
and of
for
course,
no reason. I should have
what do the players want to do? And I think what most teams would do in this situation is approach it, let's win every game, but let's be smart about doing it. So it doesn't mean that they're going to go all out if indeed they do need to rest a few people.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes
I like Barkley between the tackles.
Start the second half, which can manifest itself in some
he weighed 230 shit.
And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the handoff, this is Breida.
Ooh, wait.
Flexing his muscle at the 30.
I thought he was called a flag, blocking him back, but way to try to peel back, though, man.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Damn, I tried to throw that whole way, but I was still in between the tackles.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerry Tillery, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
No, Maverick.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough
Why
time.
is he running free? Why is he running free?
I didn't add it, though. Can he make a 55-yard?
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he
got the leg. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Away. That was never in doubt.
We playoff ready because I didn't know you had the leg, boy.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I think they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down at 4. Operating from the gun. Allen. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the gun, Allen. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I didn't have to do this.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
It'll go as no gain on the
Look
play,
at that super
and
play
now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Hold on, did it timeout? Was it after the timeout? Or was it before the timeout?
It is. I don't know.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Operating from the gun, Allen. That's complete to Slayton.
Trying to watch your shit.
And he's in. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because there were 2 previous drives that ended in field goals.
What?
This one,
he caught it in the end zone.
Put into the end zone.
Whatever he did,
the ball must never broke the plane then, if that's the case, because his body was in the end zone.
Well, he and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Oh, fuck y'all, bro.
He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13.
And he broke it up.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a
That's
touchdown
cold. That's
for
cold. Oh, it's just
Los Angeles.
halftime. That's a lick, though.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
Ain't nobody over there yet. Where's that corner?
And I think he'll like this little montage. He's hit pay dirt 3 times.
This feels like good scouting and preparation throughout the week has turned into excellent execution. I mean, the job that they've done up front, creating the spaces for him, and of course,
got sucked
for the end zone.
But also, what did I do?
Now he's looking maybe for a 4th.
I gotta be coming straight down.
You should have been hitting that C gap instead of
Yes, I should have been. Yes, I should have been chasing the defensive end, basically. Yeah, replacing the defensive end, shit. Because if he gets to that full fuck, that's fucked up. That's basically that's football.
80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
We ain't set the edge, man. Ain't no edge.
Everybody got hooked.
Ain't no edge.
Even the corner.
Damn, where your edge is at?
Those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the
baby hairs. Out there looking like baby hairs.
Man, that's cool. That corner didn't even stand a chance. We got washed in.
Nigga going exactly where the receiver wanted him to go. Oh, you want to run in there? Go ahead. Fall in there. Fall in the gap.
Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that
Nick
clock.
Mullins is starting in the Worldwide League. How?
They'll try and run some clock.
These niggas in the Worldwide League, bro.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 25. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
You see Kyler Murray get turnover.
Throwing is hurt. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet
got a whole another half.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done because as it stands right now, they won't have the first round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you, that's okay with us. We just want to get to the playoffs and wreak havoc from that point on.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a dumb call.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Caught out left side by Robinson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And it's a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because
I didn't think he was going to pitch that bitch way the fuck over there either.
And either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Yeah, Travis killed
Picked off at the 28.
Oh, come up out of there. God damn it.
Across midfield and inside the 45. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now a give to Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards
Minnesota
there.
can't cover the tight end.
Nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep the offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their
now I gotta see what I'm gonna do in these playoffs. I had an undefeated season.
Drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
In worldwide, huh?
Yeah, worldwide. I did all right this year.
After the touchdown, Lutz
get wide. I was struggle bus. I'm hoping I made the playoffs. Cool.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
JK with Francis.
He will not attempt to return. LA readies for its next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that shit was all go for it down. All that shit, I got to try to win the damn game.
And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Come on, FiniAte. You gotta come on. That's
He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Who was that, J-Mark?
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think
You gotta
what
play me,
happened,
bro.
he did
You gotta be somewhere around to play your boy.
But I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Can you get the
LA
first down?
set to take over again on offense. They are
Oh, my
just
God.
obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
It's roughing the passer.
Great
Fuck
look at that
y'all.
scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again.
Oh, I was
Who
right
knows?
there.
He may meet up with his team again.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From the 34 now, here's
That is
1st
not
and
even
10.
late, bro.
Operating from the gun. Allen looking left side. Andrews with it complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to
Ran
go.
right past 57, 52.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Bro, tackle it.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Oh my God, bro. That's just kind of, well, at least if they score, they'll score like first play of the quarter. You know what I'm saying?
First down,
So that way I
they're
still
gonna
got
throw with
time
Allen.
to get
They'll
the ball
run the screen
back.
with Carson.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Come on.
So
I
many
don't know why
things
he
have to
thought
come
this screen
together
was gonna
just
work.
right for a screen pass. To
Come on,
break up big
defense.
yardage, the blocking, the
This
timing of the
fourth quarter.
pass to the runner.
Yeah, the
Everything has to
INT.
fit together just
Fumble
right.
Brewskis.
But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Get that nigga. Throw it to me. He's behind you, fool.
Offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,
Ooh, come on.
put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.
Oh, he's
When they're
behind
scoring
me.
that many points,
Yes, sir.
allows them
There we
to
go,
play
Cam.
a totally different style and a different flow.
So
Almost
the
fell
Jags
down.
Boy.
They've indeed run the table.
Yeah, I literally almost failed.
They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7.
This nigga got player of the week for sure.
Division champs, they will host a playoff game next week.
Got 10 tackles and 2 receptions.
I threw it right back.
Get the fuck
Oh my
out
god. He's open. I threw the ball bad as fuck. And I probably shouldn't have. I should have probably waited a second and threw it to somebody else. Fuck me. I should have ran with Saquon. Look, anything else?
Just disrespect her, huh, Phil?
And I missed that fucking tackle.
They should have on here, besides solo and assist, they should have big hit tackles on here too. That'd be nice.
As a stat.
Just you know, just a Madden only stat. How many big hits that nigga get a game?
Damn, that's tough. I put myself in a really, really bad position by doing that. Now they could just run 3 minutes. If they want to.
But they not.
Bro, come on, bro.
Oh, come on. He was back there too.
I don't know what I could do. Just running in there out of control though.
Whole nother side of the couch to do that shit over there, y'all. You heard her. You still got enough time, though.
Oh my god.
I thought they was gonna hurt him. Boy got 4 skill points and can't use none of them.